so here we are on Fisherman's Bay in the Cannon D Assault 105 tank destroyer. So normally what I've been doing, if I'm in a heavy, medium, or at least a fast moving heavy, I'll go up and work these buildings right here and this row of bushes and get shots at anything trying to cross into the city from their base right here. People are finding that they got to go far back, follow the edge of the map and just work their way in, otherwise they get lit up and just tore up. But I didn't feel like going up there because I don't have a turret, so I decided to shoot over here, this area right up in here, and see what we could do to try and hold that area up. And you can see speed-wise that SU-100 took off way before I did. You can see I'm just kind of blowing him away. So speed-wise, this thing is phenomenal. I mean, we're doing 50, 45, even up a hill we're still doing about 35. So the one thing you do have to watch out when you get in a tank destroyer, or even a tank, whatever, that goes that fast, you need to watch your positioning, that you don't get yourself too far out ahead of everybody and don't have any backup. Sometimes even if you have backup, it still doesn't work. Aim time is actually pretty good on this. Shrunk all the way in. Hit their Achilles for 427, and he backed off real quick because that was, well, somebody just finished him off. But that was pretty much 3/4 of his health in one shot. Now we got a 54 mod one. He's moving up this way. I don't have Sixth Sense on this tank destroyer yet. Obviously I'll be working on it. But I saw our Progetto going after him, and our Progetto was full health, and now our Progetto is missing about 1/4 of his health, and I think he gets hit again here. Maybe not. So anyways, their eyes is the MT-25, so I figured I'll take up a position here. I didn't know if I was lit, not lit. You always want to assume that you're lit, but he came up, got a shot into him, and I started backing up instantly. Then I moved forward again, and I thought, alright, we'll just move on in and see if we can get a kill on this guy. A little bit shaky on the tank destroyers every once in a while with the gun. So you see it bopping around. And then I saw M44, M12, and M44. So all three artilleries just hit me. Literally all three of them aimed at me at the same time. So I know there's one up in here somewhere, probably in that little pit right there, and I think one of them is going to be right over about the 4.5 line, those bushes that set back there, and I think another one's going to be back here along the probably A8 area. You could just tell by the lines it made showing when you were hit. You know, it leaves that big long line giving you an idea of where you just got hit from. But yeah, so I just got hit by all three of their arties at once, and I still have 645 health. Given they were like one hit right there, that was probably the M12, and it looks like maybe one right there, and I think I got hit directly too. 213, yeah, that's about right. If we're a direct hit on the M44, 213, that sounds about right. So I know their artillery is loading right now, and I'm thinking, do I want to back up or do I want to push forward? And I started backing up, and I just thought, no, my best bet is to push forward, because obviously something is spotting us back there. You know, and if I just keep getting hit by all three artillery like that, I am not going to be in the game too much longer. Taking a kind of a guesstimate where that artillery was, I take a blind shot thinking he might be right up in the corner, and nothing, but I shot so I know to back up quick enough, because if you shoot, even if you're in, well that amount of coverage there is a bush, you know you're going to be lit. So I see the Progetto 46 moving forward. Fluffy Shells, that's a good name. So he's moving forward. I'm hearing blind shots hit behind me. So I know there's something up there. He just gets lit. And he's behind that rock. And then I thought, you know, I'm not going to have the Progetto go up here by himself. He's at 535 health. You know, and I thought I was going to get a shot there for a second, but yeah, they had two mediums back there. At 30.01P was back there also. So I know I'm more than likely lit, so I figure I just better push forward and, you know, kind of get by this ridge to hopefully have artillery shoot over me. But now that our Progetto, I couldn't remember what it was. And now that our Progetto is pretty much almost dead, I thought, well, let's just go up here. Now I hit the IVK 190 there. Let me see, where did he hit me? Oh, right through the, no. I thought I saw a mark right there, but it wasn't. So to be honest with you, I am not seeing where he hit me. But anyways, he gets another shot on me here in a second. I'm trying to back off just enough so I can get a shot at his commander's hatch up there. But he ends up getting taken out, and now we're starting to light artillery up. Yeah, see, I was pretty much spot on where the artillery was right there. And I said there was probably one over in this bush right over here, right behind their base. And now they're taking blind shots at us. As far as I know, I'm not lit. But like I said, if you don't know if you're lit, play like you're lit. So we take out the M12. Now, I could have went and shot straight down the A line here to try and get a Spikuli's medal, can't pronounce it, for killing at least 2 artillery in a match, but I wanted to help these guys down in the city. I bounce off the back of a T-34. That must have hit his turret at a funky angle. So we aim at the T-34 and we hit the KV-2. At least we hit something. So the KV-2 is now gone. And I'm just trying to get a shot in on the T-34. He's getting overwhelmed. And we finish him and take him out. So, yeah, you can see it can take a hit. Oh, he hit me right on the gun mantle that time where he bounced. But you can see that it can take a hit. I mean, I got hit by all 3 artilleries and still had over half my health. So it's got some 100 millimeters of frontal armor. It's at that slope is pretty good. You know, but artillery does what artillery does and kind of tries to ruin your day. Anyways, yeah, I really do like this tank destroyer. It is got a heck of a gun. I mean, 360, or 360, I wish. It's 260, is it? Yeah, 260 pen on the standard rounds, so barely, if you're top tier, probably won't even have to shoot a premium round. Now, if you see Type 5s and Type 4 heavies and start getting into a Tier 10 match, you might have to sling some of your heat rounds, but for the most part, you can get away with just standard rounds, even in Tier 9 and 10s if you just aim. So, anyways, we kind of walked over these guys. 15, we only lost 2, so. But anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I will have some post-game stats, and we'll go over this tank destroyer and see if it's worth it or not. Personally, I think it is, but I'll be right back. Alrighty, so this is the results of that match in the Cannon D Assault 105 tank destroyer. Got a Master Badge Class 3, Fire for Effect, and a Hand of God. Shot all standard rounds. I don't think I even shot one single premium round. And we hit the T-34 towards the end there, finished him off for 190 damage, and knocked out his track. The IKV-90B hit him for 400, knocked out his engine, bounced one of his rounds for 240, and upon his spotting he got 136 damage. We originally spotted him also. The M12 we also originally spotted. Hit him once for 350, finished him off. KV-2, I was aiming at the T-34 and actually hit the KV-2 for 379. The Achilles, I believe that's how it's pronounced, hit for 427, and the MT-25 we hit for 411 and knocked out his commander. So 390 average damage. I was getting the higher end of that, so I'm not going to complain. The WN8 on that match was 3,079. We did third most damage with 2 kills and a base experience of 699. Boy, these 2 guys are really good. We had 9 shots, 7 hits, 6 pen. I think I bounced one off the T-34, was it? Yep, T-34. I believe that's what I bounced on. For 2,157 damage, from a distance of more than 300 meters, 996 damage. We got hit 3 times, 2 penned, 1 bounced. Hits received as splash damage because artillery was pounding me with them. 3. That's actually hit 3 times with splash damage. Blocked 240. Spotted 2. Damaged 6. Destroyed 2. Damage with our assistance was 136. We shot all standard rounds, so they just had to fix the vehicle up, which was really cheap, 5,411 credits. I wasn't, it was about half my health was gone. So we cleared 63,126 credits. So yeah, you can make good credits. The pen on this thing is phenomenal. We'll go over it real quick. So you get a tier 10 gun that does 260 average penetration for your standard round, which is just phenomenal. And it's APCR, which I really love. You guys know that. 310 for the premium, which is heat, which I really don't like even shooting heat. And 53 for your HE, which does an average of 480 damage for your HE and 390 for your standard and your premium rounds. Let's go over this real quick. So my rate of fire is 6.5 rounds a minute. So my reload is 9.92, which isn't too shabby for a 390 average damage hit. Gun traverse is 27.12, and the hull is 29.2. So there's always a chance you can get circle strafe, but that's not really too bad. -8 gun depression and elevation is +20. Gun traverse limits are 10 to the left, 10 to the right, which is pretty good. Aim time is 1.74, and I went with a gun rammer, gun lane drive, and binocular telescopes for the good stuff to help it kind of see at a longer distance. Had an alright view range, but I still like being able to see a lot further out. 0.29 for the dispersion, and that's phenomenal. My average damage per minute is 2358, still on the lower end of damage per minute. You get 1,000 hit points, 100 armor in the front, and it's pretty sloped, but Commander's Hatch is pretty easily, if you're close up, pretty easy to hit. And on the side we have 40, and in the rear we have 30. Pretty low profile tank, or tank destroyer, so that helps out a lot too. 27.23 tons, so yeah, it's right in the middle between a light and a medium sized tank destroyer. 720 horsepower engine. Specific power to weight is 26.44, which is really good. You could top speed is 55 forward, 18 in reverse, and you could see that that there's a Russian tank destroyer that I was just blowing right on by in the beginning of the match there. Concealment's 25.66, and that's basically just by itself. There's, yeah, I've got, well, the camo on the tank destroyer helps out, obviously. And on the move is 17. 456 view spotting range, and that's mainly because I went with the binocular telescopes, and signal range is 750, pretty average. So yeah, I really like it. Obviously, you know, it can take somewhat of a hit. You know, I was able to bounce one round, didn't get shot at by tanks all too much. It was mainly artillery, and still, you know, your normal thought when you hear French tank, you hit artillery, and it's, you know, artillery hits you and you're decimated, you're gone. But this held up pretty good. It wasn't tier 9 or 10 artillery, thank goodness, but it was still tier 8 and 7 artilleries. So I've been kind of waiting for this one to come back out to get it. I missed it when it was for sale the first time, and so I saw it and snagged it. I really do like it. I think it'd be a good credit maker and a good experienced crew to help, you know, get your crew experienced up too for other tank destroyers. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's worth the money. So if you want to hold on for a minute, actually this will be the end of the match, or end of the video. So you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.